What's going on, guys, and welcome to my truck tour. This is my four-wheel drive high clearance vehicle. It is a 2014 Ram 1500. It's got aftermarket rims, bigger tires, and a leveling kit installed. I built that custom topper on the back, and this thing gets me pretty much wherever I need to go. Moving on to my roof rack. Both solar panels flip up, and underneath I keep skateboards, firewood, chairs, tarps, a life jacket, a tennis ball launcher, and my shower. This is where I fill up my shower, and this is the spigot. This is my custom-built awning that hangs off of my roof rack. It is supported with 1-inch rigid conduit that just kind of screws into place. This is my giant gas skateboard that I made. I built this a few years ago, and I probably need to do an update video, but if you want to watch the first video, click here. I mounted 2 folding tables to this side of my camper. There's no straps or anything. They just kind of slide into place and slide out of place. They work great. On the other side of my camper is my wakeboard. I usually keep my wetsuit bungeed around it, and it even locks up. The wakeboard and table mounts were all 3D printed. They were huge prints that took almost a day each, but they are definitely worth it. Moving on to the back of the truck, I have the Icy Breeze cooler. This thing condenses the cold ice water inside and spits out cold air right into my dog's cage. When the truck is in truck mode, the folded up bed acts as a dog cage. With the cooler going and the fan up above, my dog is quite comfortable. Built her a little shelf with food and water. And isn't she just the cutest? Look at that. Aww. I didn't do too much to the front seat. The side doors just hold a bunch of houseware stuff. I printed this tray in the middle. This holds a bunch of miscellaneous things. And I put this GoPro mount up here. In the back seat, I have 2 Carhartt seat back organizers. These things are awesome. I have my fridge. Underneath that, I have some tow ropes and other stuff. I keep a subwoofer back there. I use that for my music studio. The Pelican case holds camera gear, and on top of that, I keep a water tank. My bike has this cool bag that slides onto the back rack. To store the bag, I 3D printed some mounts, and this keeps it up on the ceiling and out of the way. On the other side, I keep my clothes and food in these bins. Bungee cord holds it in place. My 3D printer I keep here, and underneath that, I keep a hose and a bunch of other water stuff. My guitar amp goes here. There's a 100 amp hour battery behind it, inverter on top of that. I keep 2 Milwaukee batteries charging constantly. This is my fuse box, and on top of all that sits the trash can. Moving around the truck to my garage here, this is where I work on all my projects. If you pop open the side panel, I keep hockey sticks, tennis balls, hardware, tape, mouse's bones, a bunch of random stuff. If you open up the RAM box, this is where I keep propane, an air compressor, my hand tools, an angle grinder, rubber bands, pretty much anything miscellaneous and anything that I might need if anything breaks. My bike stays in the garage. It is a 29-inch Mongoose, and my drill and impact I keep in the side door just for easier access. That is pretty much it for the garage. We're going to move on to the personal gym here. My gym comes equipped with a pull-up bar, a workout mat, a bench, and a hydration station. You can pretty much get whatever kind of workout you want out of this place. I work out every day for at least 3 hours a day, and then me and Mouse get another 2 hours of cardio in on my bike while she runs next to me. I have a lot of bungee cords, so I use those as resistance bands, and overall it's just a great place to work out. After working out, I like to take a shower. My awning folds down to make a shower curtain with the help of my front door there. My air compressor plugs into the shower tank, and my hose mounts onto the roof rack to make the shower head. My folding tables also make a great floor, so I'm just not like standing in the dirt. I take about 2 showers a day. It's great just being clean on the road. I love having this thing. Going around the truck again, this is the living room. If I have people over, this is where we normally hang out. I keep my acoustic guitar in this RAM box. I mounted a pair of computer speakers to the lid that play music through my truck sound system or through my laptop. I keep a couple hammocks in here, as well as just some other random audio equipment. On the top shelf, I keep a chessboard, a poker set, camera parts, skateboard parts, and guitar parts are in here, as well as Rubik's Cubes, some lights, playing cards, ping pong balls, random stuff. I usually keep a few snacks on the side table and games on the coffee table. It's just a great place to hang out. If you want to hang out, let me know. Leave a comment below. We can meet up or something. If we go around to the other side of the truck, we find my workshop. This is where I fix a lot of my smaller electronic things that break. I keep my 3D printer here, as well as my standing desk. The table around the printer blocks the wind, because printing outside isn't really the best way to do it, but it does work like this. I keep extra rolls of filament underneath my bed, and I went with the standing desk just because it's way healthier for you in the long run. If we go around to the other side of the truck, we find my music studio. I got my laptop hooked into these computer speakers for monitors, as well as the subwoofer in the back seat I showed off earlier. As far as instruments go, I keep with me a bass guitar, an electric guitar with a pedal, a drum box, microphones, of course my acoustic guitar, a MIDI keyboard, and a few harmonicas. I have the Focusrite interface mounted inside the RAM box, and I'm always looking for people to jam with. If anyone knows a band looking for a guitar player, hit me up. I would love to join. I am cooking up some new music for you guys. If you look me up on Spotify, my name is Troglio. I'm sure you'll be amused. After I'm done cooking in the studio, I like to cook in the kitchen. This is my pantry right here. Here I keep spices, soaps, utensils, sponges, baggies, fire starters. I cook every meal here. I rarely eat out. As you can see, there's tons of counter space. There's a nice spot for my spatula and tongs. I'm not a great chef, but having a nice kitchen definitely makes the food taste better. After I'm done cooking, I usually eat in my formal dining room. It seats 4 people, and it's nice to have when I'm hosting a formal dinner party or need a big table to play cards on. And after dinner, it's back to the kitchen to do the dishes. I have my hose ran back here, which is hooked up to my shower tank, and it honestly just works great. After dinner, I like to watch a movie in my private theater. With seating for 4, I have tons of room for me and mouse. I put a screen up on the side of my truck, and then I hung a projector off my awning and ran an HDMI and power back to the cab. My dad gave me a hard drive with just hundreds of movies on it, so I pretty much watch a movie every night. When it's time for bed, my bedroom is on wheels, and you actually have to pull it out on top of the tailgate to make it a full-size bed. And then when you let the rope down, the bed falls. Mouse likes it in here. I got a nice bookshelf. The door does lock. I have a fan, some outlets, a nice bright light, and I'm sleeping on about 4 inches of foam. So you can access the light switches from either inside or outside the truck if the camper window is open. I have 4 small lights on top of the roof rack, and then I have a big light on the camper window. I went with LEDs. They are very efficient, and then I hung some string lights on top of the roof rack. I might do some more lighting. I have a few that I need to install, but I'm not sure. I also have 2 Milwaukee lanterns that I use if I ever need to go anywhere during the night. I need to mention how much counter space that I built into this build. It's really what makes or breaks a build, just being able to put your stuff on top of stuff and not on the ground. The rope that holds my back door up makes a great clothesline. Magnets are definitely your friend when you have a metal truck, and when you have a white truck, you can just ride all over it with an Expo marker. Packing up camp is easy. It usually takes me less than 10 minutes. My life on the road is perfect. Definitely no stresses or hassles here. I've been living out of it for about 2 months now, and it gets easier and easier every day as I 3D print all of my problems away, basically. It's definitely not done, but it is getting there. It'll be interesting to see what my truck looks like a year from now. But thanks for watching. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Hit me up.